I've just realized it's
Cool,
just dawned
cool,
on me.
cool, cool. Hey guys, right, we are live here on Trader versus Trader, Trading That YouTube channel. Thank you for joining in. Now we've just been made aware that some of
I've
the guys
just
watching on the
realized it's just dawned.
sorry, I'm getting an echo here. Just realised that some of the guys watching, in particular one of the guys on the show today, didn't even know I had a podcast. So my whole thing started off as a podcast. It was a 52 Traders podcast. Then it turned into Trading Nut podcast. Guys, if you're looking for a trading podcast, this is what you need to look for. I don't just do YouTubes. There's a trading podcast on the back end of this. TradingNut.com is where you're going to find it. Okay, to start off with, let's just see, can you guys all hear us here watching the stream? So let me just see if I can get this chat going. And I can just see what you guys are typing in here. Can you give us a yes in the chat to let us know that you can hear what we're about to talk about here on Trading Up? We've got two guys going through Trader versus Trader. It's a 5-trade challenge. We're going to do that in a second. Let's just see if we got anyone coming up on the chat here. Guys, Instagram, head over there now. I'm going to end that. Right, so guys, here we go. Okay, brilliant. You can. That's superb. Let me just zoom in there on this chat so I can see what you guys are talking about. Right, let's get on to it. Right, so we got Autofo, Algo Trader, and we've got a reversal trader here from the UK, Kevon and Rare. We're going to call what you go by, isn't it? It's Rare. Rare?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Right, guys, so this is how it works. Let's go through it quickly because I know some of you have been here before. 4 trades each. Losing trader takes the 5th trade first. Winning trader takes the 5th trade second. To give them a fighting chance. The winner advances to the semi-finals. This is the current standings, guys. So we've only got one more spot. This is the spot they're looking for in the semis. So they've got, we've had 3.87R is the score to beat from our 15-year-old trader from Sweden. And we've had 2.08. This guy's from South Africa, Geraldo and Jack from I kept calling him Jake last week as well. Jack from the Dubai, Irish guy, 3 times funded trader. He's got 1.39. They said a lot of his trades actually did go straight to maybe 1 or 2R. So, guys, that's what the current standings are. These guys are going to fill in the spot here, and we're going to see how we get on and who's going to take on Jack in the semi-finals. So, you guys are actually also competing for this £400 funded account. So it's a $12,500 evaluation account, and then it goes on to a $50,000 funded account if you can pass your evaluation. And these are my sponsors, City Traders Imperium. So guys, this is what's up for grabs if you win the whole thing, right? The whole thing. And there's also the trader with the best explanation of their trade analysis is going to win access to my Robot Builders Club. So you, the audience, you're going to go and vote for this after we finished the show. So listen up, listen to how they get on, and be ready to vote for either Kevon or Rare. At the end, the guy with the best explanation of their trade analysis is going to win access to my Robot Builders Club, which, as you can see there is a special offer on at the moment, the $500 discount. You also get the Nick Sean bot. I'm about to release another bot probably today. I'm probably going to do YouTube live maybe today or tomorrow to tell you about that bot. So please join in for that. That's just going to be up for a couple of days thing and gone again. So you got to see it like there and then. Learn to build trading robots in 7 days. That's what it's all about. Your vote counts. Right, the rules of the challenge today. Traders can skip forward in time to find the entry setup. They can cancel their trade setup anytime before the entry triggers. Traders can reduce their stop loss, but they can't extend it because that's the whole 1R that we need to do our calculation. You can have 150% partial exit per trade, and rankings are based on the overall R gained across the 5-trade challenge. Maximum 500 pip stop loss. Right, the vote we don't need to get to. We can come out of that here, guys. And I'm going to get you, Kevon, to start off with your first 4 trades. And I want to share your screen first of all.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Coolio. Right, now let me request access to this computer.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, that looks like we're good. Now, do you want to quickly spin around, put your hands over your eyes? You've gone into some cloudy. It looks like you've gone into the clouds. Hands over your eyes.
Yeah, hands over my eyes.
Can't quite see it, but I believe you. Let's go back now. I'm going to make it pretty small. So this is... this is a second. This is honestly, this is the best lag I've ever had to the UK. This is unbelievable. Like, literally feels like I'm on your machine.
Imagine with your broadband.
Yeah, I know. So I told the kids to get off their devices. It's school holidays here, so yeah, I told them to get off their devices while I do this. Almost there. We got 2 more to go. Oh, actually, this is the last one, and then we'll set up the last one at the very end. So you can turn around now. We're all good.
Okay. And out of the clouds.
So it's the first 4 trades. Over to you.
Okay. So let's go here. So I'm going to go to the weekly time frame. Is that okay? Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I use 2 specific indicators for this particular strategy. So I'm just going to turn it on. So it's one I call the order flow algorithm, and then another one at the bottom, which kind of just tells me the state of the market. So before I begin my trades, I'm just going to quickly sort of explain what we're looking at. Within this particular indicator, we've just got 2 moving averages, which is pretty simple to understand. And as you guys can see, there's some different color backgrounds. And what the backgrounds are telling me is kind of under the hood of this indicator, there's just some clever stuff going on, which I've kind of programmed, which basically tells me when there's about to be sort of selling momentum, when the background's red, or when there's about to be some buying momentum. And then if you can see here as well, so at these particular points, these particular price points, it's kind of looking back at data in the past. So it's kind of telling me where there's going to be an accumulation of buyers whenever price moves into this particular level. And then it's kind of identifying where there's buying liquidity, at what price level there's buying liquidity. And likely when price gets down to this level, there's probably going to be a reversal in price, and it's going to head the other way. So I'm just going to do my first trade. So on the weekly time frame, I'm just going to kind of skip ahead. Okay, that's fine. So this looks like a good setup to me. So you can see the red background appeared on the weekly time frame, which tells me this is likely to be a red week. So then I'm going to go down to the daily time frame. And then I'm just going to highlight the lower wick of this candle that started the red week. So what I'm looking for is for price to close below this candle, sorry, this zone. And once it closes below this zone, I'm then looking to take a sell trade down into the accumulation area and then further down into the buying liquidity. So let's see if that happens. And I'm going to be looking to enter on the 4-hour time frame. So that's a 4-hour time frame there. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to the weekly. I just need to mark out some other zones. So just going to mark the top of this area. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to the 4-hour chart. So what I'm going to look for also is a change in the market structure. So if we look back in the past, we can see lower lows, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then we just started a lower low here, lower highs, and now I'm just looking for this area to be broken. So we're just going to skip ahead. So you can see it's respecting this, the lower part of this zone. Okay, so it's bounced away from it. Okay, so now it's broken the area. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for an entry right around this region. So it's going to be a market order entry. And then I'm going to use volume profile fixed range. And what that allows me to do is see where, from where the move began to come and break this area down to the bottom, if it works. So I'm just going to delete that. So let me just go back to the daily and then 4 hour. It's just taking its time. Okay, perfect. So what the volume profile allows you to do is kind of see where the value area of this price movement is. So you can see the area that's kind of colored, and then there's kind of 2 gray areas. So I know if price is likely to come back and go upwards, it's likely to try and target the liquidity in this area. So as long as I can put my stop loss beyond this area, my stop loss should be reasonably protected. So I'm just going to move it up just above this area. And then I'm going to move my target all the way down to this green zone. So I'm ready to enter.
So you're ready to enter. So is that, what's the R on that trade? Can I just see that? Is that
4.5?
Okay. Right. So you're going to enter. Can you just move your mouse out of the way for a second? Okay. So you're entering at market now. Yeah.
At market, yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's do it.
Although it's likely to go back up into this zone and then come down, but I'm just going to enter.
And sorry, can you just measure the? Oh no, the stop loss should be all right. That's not 500 pips. Okay, go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 74.
74. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So you see, it went back up into the zone, which. Okay, let's just see if it continues down.
Getting close.
It's close because it closed back above this zone. Okay, so stopped out. Yep. That's fine. Shall I just close this tab and move on to the next one?
Yep. Or we'll leave it open. One or the other, doesn't matter.
Okay. So looking for the same thing. Back to the weekly time frame.
Because what's your typical win rate on the strategy?
Oh, probably around 50%.
Okay, so that's in line with, it's no big deal.
Okay, let's see.
And for anyone that's watching and thinking, oh, what's volume profile, fixed range volume profile all about? I did release a video just the other week, 45 minutes, where my mentor, he goes through it in a lot of detail, so worthwhile checking out. Not just fixed range, but all sorts of volume profile stuff. So it's over there on the channel, guys. Sorry, mate, over to you.
Okay, I'll continue. So this looks like a good setup, but I'm just going to play ahead. Okay, that would have been a good setup. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna look at this setup as well. Just gonna mark out some areas. Go to 4-hour chart. Then I'm just gonna mark the top of this area here. So I'm looking for it to break this area and then run into these zones. So entering the 4-hour, just gonna play ahead. Okay, so it's broken the area. So I'm gonna look to use a fixed profile, fixed range. Then I'm gonna measure from the low of the movement up to the high. So around this area is where my stop loss, I'm gonna aim for my stop loss. So I'm gonna go long right there, just below. I think my take profit up here. Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, you're ready. So you're in at market?
Yeah, in the market.
Okay, it was 6.86, was it? 86, okay, cool. Right, so now if you need to move your stop loss, use a line, just draw a line, horizontal line, wherever you want to move to, okay? So go for it. Let's see. Okay, you got 1R there. Nice. It's looking like it's making some traction. It looks like about 3R already.
Let's see, with 6.86 would be 2.53.
2.53.
We'll move it back. It's 6.88, but we'll move it back. We'll remember it's 6.86. Okay, let's keep going.
Adam, can you ask questions? Yes, you can. Next time, can there be a countdown on each pair? Not too sure what that means. So you're talking about a countdown timer, like having this is for Andrew Bartholomew. I'm not too sure what you mean by countdown on each pair. You're talking about a countdown timer, like these guys have got a time limit, perhaps? I don't know. So have you moved your stop at all?
Oh, no.
No, it's still at -1. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Is there any point at which you're thinking about moving your stop, or do you typically not move it?
Oh, no, typically. I mean, I just get out at market.
Okay. Right. So yeah, Andrew was wondering, do we add a timer into this? Okay. So where are you at now? You're close to take profit.
Close. So I'm going to extend my take profit. I can do that, right?
You can do that. Yep.
Okay. And then I might just get out at market. So I'll just maybe just say when I want to get out.
Okay.
Oh, let's just undo. Right, let me just remember where my line is. Okay, I'll move my stop to here.
Okay. Stopped out. Okay, do you want to measure that up and let us know what you got?
That was nice.
Yeah, it was a good trade. Really good trade. Probably one of the best I've seen on the show so far. Yeah.
If you don't mind giving us a chance as well, you know, there are some other traders in the room.
Okay. 5.05. All right, so you're up 4.05. Brilliant. Nice trade. So do you want to jump into Euro US dollar? Now, what was I going to say? Okay, so yeah. So yeah, limit the amount of time. Okay, well, we could. I don't think we're going to do it in this game or this competition, but maybe in the next one, maybe that's what we do to make it a little bit more challenging. Is give them a certain amount of time to get to find their entry. Timer starts. That could be quite fun. Yeah, good idea, Andrew. Thank you. What is the bottom indicator? Was the question XBXB? What's somebody's asked that question?
It's an indicator I created, and it just tells me when the market's bearish or when it's bullish on any particular time frame. So, yeah. So again, I just marked out my zones. I'm looking at the market structure. I'm just gonna go to the daily time frame. It looks like daily time frame. This was probably the high here. So close above this zone, retest, and then make its way upwards. So I'm gonna 4-hour time frame for that. Just gonna make. So let's just see what happens. Okay, so we use the fixed range again. So I'm going from the low of the price movement that broke the area. So here to here. I can see the point of control is down here, so I want my stop loss to be below that. So I'm gonna go long again. Just beyond this area here. Okay, we're ready.
In at market, are you?
Yep.
Okay, and what was the risk on there? Just okay,
4.89.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Let's have a look.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Another good trade. Gosh.
Okay, so I'll move my stop to break even.
Ria, don't worry, mate. You can't get the lowest score. That's good news. The guy last week, he managed to not get any trades right, so he's got that record. But this looks like it's going to be hard to beat. This is probably a very good score at the moment, especially if you hit take profit.
I'm just looking at the market structure. So one thing I'm looking at here is, see, in the previous trade, it just kept going up and up. So this one's created like an M formation, which we know is kind of like a reversal pattern in the market. So it's likely to go like this, do that, and then maybe continue downwards. So what do I do here? Okay, so what I'm going to do is move my stop to here. I'm just going to leave this drawing on because I don't want to delete anything else. So just keep going. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, what was that? Can you measure that up for me, please? 1.34 or 1.37. Okay. Oh, is it a little bit more? It would be the red line. It's the red line.
Oh, the red. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The red line was where your stop was. 1.4. Okay. Right. Brilliant. Okay. Now, last one before we move on to the onto Rare for his go. So Euro GBP.
Can I just play this out just to see what happens?
Yeah, can you play it out? Actually, somebody did ask about playing it out after you hit stop loss. I'm not too sure why they wanted to do that, but play this out, see where it goes, see if it gets there.
I feel like it's going to do what I suggested, like that.
Come back up. Yeah, damn.
That's okay, though.
Yeah. Still good.
Sign up to Kevon's course. And that Discord.
That one burned. It hurts my chest, that one, but it's okay.
Gets like that, bro.
Yeah. So that's so you're currently at 5.35, I think. If I do my maths in my head, I'll double check that.
Okay, so I'm going to weekly.
$5.45.
So another good thing to do, guys, is obviously look at the zoom out and just look at what's happening in the market if you can't quite figure out the direction. Because I can see right here the market's just been kind of choppy, which would be very difficult to kind of work with the system that I use because it basically works off momentum. So I will just kind of skip forward until we get some solid price movement out of this sort of zone. Just want to escape this zone.
So another question is, what's the background indicator? You mentioned that at the start, didn't you? It's your own version of another indicator, is that right?
Oh no, it's something I created from.
Okay.
It's it's a bit of an algorithm that I created. It's based on a combination of about maybe 5 different indicators.
Okay.
It's getting them all to align to kind of basically align to say bullish or align to say bearish. So when it does that, then you've got like a strong signal to go bearish or bullish. Okay, it looks like we're out of this area, so that's good. Okay, so now I'm just gonna wait. So it's probably coming back to retest that sort of zone we just marked out, which is kind of just escaped. Okay, now it's kind of coming back into it. Okay, this looks good. Right. So what I've done is waited for a price to kind of escape the zone. And once it broke out of the zone, it's likely to start expanding. The market is likely to start expanding, and you know, it's not going to stay in that zone anymore. So let's just see what it does. So I've marked out my areas that I wanted. I'm just going to use this to mark this low. And on the 4-hour time frame, I want to enter on the 4-hour time frame. We can see that the market structure is low, high, low, high, low. So it's very bearish at the moment. So that's the way we want it to continue. So I'm just gonna wait for it to break this area, if it does break the area. So you can see it's respecting this area. So that's definitely a strong area of support. Okay, so now it's broken it. So let's go short.
Okay, so you in that market here, or yeah, again?
Not yet. Let me
Not
just
yet.
figure out
Okay.
where my stop loss needs to be. Okay, so the only thing I'm worried about is there's an area of imbalance here. So I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically it means when price moves too fast, price may kind of like when you get a gap in the market, price will likely come back and close that gap. So I'm not confident about this, where my stop loss is, but here's what we'll do. I'll move my entry up. So it'll need to be a sell limit. So we're just waiting for an order to get triggered if it comes back up to basically the entry. So risk to reward would be 4.06.
Okay. Cool. Let's have a look and see how you get on.
All right. If it gets triggered, I think.
Not quite. Not quite.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
So annoying when that happens. So annoying. You can. So what you need to do now is you need to scrap that trade and carry on the same chart, looking for another entry setup. That's that's a shame. That would have been a good. That would have just taken you into probably the best score on the show, even if you lost the last trade.
Okay, we'll look for another one. Let me just delete all my drawings. Okay, let's keep going.
So in a real life situation, what would you have done there with your sell limit? Do you think you would have entered? Like just
I would probably put an alarm around the area, because with all my orders, I normally put an alarm maybe like 20 pips before the area, so I'm kind of looking at it before I enter. And if I see that, so one thing you can use the sort of volume profile for, I don't know if people realize, but when you zoom in, you can see the orders in the market or the volume flow.
I wonder what those numbers were. Oh, that's interesting.
So in the live market, these numbers are changing all the time. So you can literally see buyers and sellers in the market when it's live. So if, for example, it gets to this area, but I can still see that buyers are coming into the market, then I won't enter it. If I see it gets to a specific area and sellers start to come in the market, then there's actual orders coming in that's sellers. So that would make me more confident about entering a trade. But yeah, that's a little secret nugget no one knows about.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. And I suppose, is it broker related based on the data?
It's based on the exchange. So it's only whatever exchange. So I think my exchange is hooked up to FXCM.
Right.
But it won't give you like information
full,
from currency.com or Oanda or whatever. So so that's fine. Go to the 4-hour chart. Again, we've got bullish market. The indicator at the bottom indicates the market's bullish. So we're just waiting for a break of this daily zone. Okay, so it's broken, and this time I will not make the mistake of setting an order. I'll go long on market entry, because it's pretty much near the area anyway. And then I'll just use the volume profile. I'm just going to measure from the low to the high. And yeah, I'm just going to put my stop loss just around this area. So you can see I put my stop loss in the gray area. You don't want to put it in the value area, because that's where most price is being traded in this current price range. So you don't want your stop loss being where there's liquidity. You want it to be outside the area of liquidity.
That's a great little tip for anyone like looking to put their stop loss somewhere. Great tip.
Yeah, so a lot of people just base their stop loss on 20 pips or 10 pips, but there's no indication for that. So this one, just to be on the safe side, I might go a bit lower. That's fine for me. So that would be a 6.58.
Okay, so you're in at market this time?
Sorry, let me just check this again. My bad, I didn't mark this zone. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so in at market.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's stop top.
-1. Okay, cool. So let's just quickly do a bit of a score up here. So you've got -1 is, so you're at 4.45 with one trade to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to stop sharing your screen.
Okay.
And we will hand it over to Rare here. So let me just, okay, whoops. Rare, do you want to share your screen?
That was impressive, man.
It was impressive.
That was fun to watch.
Thank you.
Top score so far is 7.61 from Forex on my TradingView Replay challenge. So, yeah, getting up there. Had you got the other one, you would have taken it out with 4 trades, which would have been great. So, but yeah, 50% win rate. You're on track for that as well. So, Rare, what I need you to do is give me access to your screen. So I'm just going to request it now. Okay, let's double check I got this. Have I got it? Yep. Okay, spin around, hands over the eyes. That's it. Thank you. And let me set up some challenges here. Are we on the 1 minute chart, are we?
Oh yeah, you can start me off on the daily, please.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we're going to set up 4 of these. I don't know why it does this funny thing that pops it up. Right, this one here. Okay, you can spin back around now. And you've got the first 4 to go through. Let's
Okie dokie.
Good luck.
All right, thank you. So yeah, basically I'm looking for reversals. Really and truly, I'm just looking for head and shoulder patterns. So first thing I do when I get into the chart, I'm looking for the trend, looking for my key levels. I'm looking for price to approach my key levels. Then I'm looking for some type of exhaustion. How do you spell exhaustion? And then, yeah, pretty much that's like where I start off. So straight away, you can see that this is pretty much going on a downtrend. And I'm just going to pick out some key levels that I see. So I'm looking for places mainly where resistance has become support or support has become resistance or something like that. Sorry if my terminologies are like not the best. Okay, cool.
Question for you, Kevon. Do you use market delta or the ladder?
No, I don't know.
So now I'm just looking for basically my more immediate key levels that are closer to where price is trading at the moment. So basically this line here, this is my red zone, this is my green zone. Between these two, this red and green line is basically what I'm looking for some type of action to take place. But this is what I'm looking for, some kind of setups. And so actually, to be fair, what I'm looking for is basically price to be coming down towards a key level. Price starts exhausting. And then I'm looking for a fake out. I'm looking for price to come back up. And then this area here is basically what I'm going to be looking for, but it's upwards for the market to continue forward. So just so you know, that's basically what I'm looking for. Cool. So I'm gonna skip forward a bit here. I don't really want to trade in the middle of this area, so I'm just gonna wait and see what it does. Basically closer around here. Okay, I'm just gonna move that back down here. This is actually the level that we're looking for. As you can see, price has kind of done it around here already, so let's just look at that. I'm not on a weekly. Cool. So right now we're at a level where I think we could have gotten in on a smaller time frame. I'm going to try and stay on a higher time frame. See, that definitely would have been.
So we got Geraldo in the chat watching this. Geraldo is one of our semi-final contestants, so we're about to get you on the show probably next week for the first semi-final. Looking forward to it.
Cool. So I want to see if price comes back down to this level here. If we go on the 1 hour. Can we just get a closer look at what's actually going on? So yeah, I'm only really looking at trades around these two lines here. Okay, cool. So I don't have my level set out. So just looking left, I know that this is a zone that we can start looking for. For opportunities. I guess if you I don't know the terminology if you'll call this like I don't know if you'll call this a double top. I think trading is a lot about perspective. So where one person might see one thing, another person might see another thing. But for me, I'm kind of looking at this as a double top, and this is going to be the lower high. That is then going to bring it back down. So this might just be a really short trade. And I'm going to start looking for entries now. Because basically what I think is that I kind of want to see this lower here broken into this zone, pull back up. And if it doesn't break this upper region over here, then I'm going to start looking for sales. Okay, but it has broken. So, okay. So yeah, that was that. Okay. So now this zone over here where it's pushed up and pulled back right down, also in line with the RSI that's oversold, overbought rather. So we could be expecting a pullback down into this area right here. So I'm just gonna go into my hourly time frame and start looking for entries.
What's your win rate, Rare?
So for this strategy, I've been using for about 2 or 3 weeks, and it's about 72%. That is.
It's about 72%, or is it 73%?
No, it's well the last time that I
just,
checked it was 72%, but I've been using I know I've actually taken a few other trades since then, so I've not updated my journal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna start looking for entries here. I kind of want price to come back into this zone and just fail at this zone again. That would just give me like a lot more confidence. But you see this push down here that came back, it's broken this kind of push here. So that's giving me some confidence. And then I'm just gonna copy this zone. I'm gonna copy this zone over here. So basically, I don't want to sell underneath this zone because for me, I feel like I've already missed my opportunity. And yeah, so I'm looking for buys above this area around here. I don't really want to sell above this area too because I just feel like that's going against my strategy. But yeah, I will go short just at this area over here. And I'm going to place a really, well, yeah, a tight stop loss. I just feel like if it comes up past that area, then I'm definitely in the wrong trade. But if it does come back down, this will be my first target. This will be my second target. And that is going to be on a limit. So once it touches, then we're in. But we're not in right now.
3.6.
Good to go?
Yep, good to go. Right, so limit order. Let's have a look.
Oh, let's have a look at the trade, of course.
Yeah, let's have a look at the trade. Hit play, yeah. Now you can move your stop at any time, so it's triggered, it's out.
Yeah, that's done.
Okay.
That's done. So yeah.
It looks pretty bullish as well at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you want to jump into the next chart?
Onto the next.
Gold?
Onto gold. Onto gold. So yeah, looking for the same thing pretty much. I'm seeing this area here. I'm seeing this area over here. So these are my most significant levels right now that I'm looking at. Okay, price is actually so it could do the same thing what it's done and just start consolidating a bit, but then I'll just start looking for that same kind of pattern again into that region. So let's go.
Sorry guys, my mic's falling off the table here. Just carry on. I'm just going to fix it.
Cool, so I'm waiting for a push up and then I want it to start basically turning back around. That's not really it. That could be a break and retest, but that's not what I'm looking for today. Okay. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that level. Okay. I want to go in for a short right now. I want to go in for a short. Oh.
Yep.
I want to go in for a short. Yeah, I'm just going to take a market entry. Again, tight stop loss.
Can you just zoom in for us a little bit there?
Right.
Okay, so you're going to take a market entry on this?
No, I'm not, because actually this would have been perfect for me to buy right here and take on that wick. So I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I'm just looking for another setup. I feel like I could have taken that, but didn't. So I'm basically looking for the same thing.
Breaking that zone and then getting in on the bottom of it?
Exactly. Okay. I basically want to be looking for shorts. I need to come back to this level and then continue down. Yeah, back down to this level down here. I'm kind of looking at this level here as a true zone and this as basically just noise. That's the way that I kind of look at the market. So again, that's another limit, and then we'll see how that goes.
Okay, so what do we got here? You're in?
Yeah, sorry, I'm in.
Yep.
That was on the limit.
Yep. So 1.72. Keep going, mate. Keep going. Let's see where we get to. Got it.
Cool.
So you're up 0.72
1.72
onto your third.
USD.
Good trade. Good trade.
Thank you. So again, as our lows. As our lows. And then again, I guess you could say these are the highs here, but for me, I'm just gonna take this as the high. I'm gonna look at this like noise. And then looking left, we can see the stone over here again. So I'm kind of looking at this like it could be, and then I'll wait to see what happens around this area, basically. But yeah, I do want to start looking for.
Okay, just quickly for the guys tuning up. So Kevon has already gone through, done his first 4 trades. He's got 1 more to go. He got 4.45 R in the first 4 trades, and Rare is currently at 0.72 up. He's had 1 loss and then 1 win, and he's looking for his 3rd trade, and then we'll go into his 4th. Then we'll have the final 2 trades.
So basically, I'm looking to get in somewhere down here just to kind of retest these highs from over here. Yeah, where's my stop loss? Yeah, I think like Kevin was saying, I think my biggest issue is my stop loss and actually figuring out where to put my stop loss. Naturally, I always want to keep it as close as possible, as tight as possible. But yeah, I'm gonna take. About 2 point. 2.02, and that
limit order.
Yeah.
You set? You ready?
Yeah, we good.
Okay, go for it. You can stop it before it enters, obviously, if you don't want to take the trade for whatever reason.
Cool. Okay,
yeah, can you zoom in a bit? So we're in by the looks of it.
Oh,
can you just zoom in a bit
sorry.
so we can have a look? Okay, so you're in profit.
Okay.
Sniper entry at this moment.
And I'd usually, I think, on a live, I'll be looking for it to come about halfway. I think usually when it comes about halfway, out of this area, it's usually a dead trade. Yeah, we're in. Yeah, I would usually be out by now.
Yeah, next candle out. Yeah. And bear in mind, guys, so just to let you know, Rare only trades GBP and gold. So these last 3 pairs are going to be a challenge for him. So yeah. Now, on to the last one, US 30. Let's have a look at that.
US 30. I've never traded this in my life. I can't even...
It's not that one, the fourth one. There you go.
No, do you know what it is? My...
Oh, the zoom.
The zoom, the zoom tab was in the way.
Yeah, it's a nightmare, that. I did find a way to actually get rid of it now.
Can I suggest you do something with the news events? Maybe take them off. It's kind of like getting in the way of some of the.
How do you even do that on this?
Go to settings. And then you go to events, and then just uncheck all of them. There you go.
Sweet. Ooh, so US 30, wow. This is interesting. Okay. Well, I'm looking at this zone right here. Okay, this is the midpoint-ish. Midpoint. Cool, so I'm looking for trades somewhere up here. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm seeing this right here, but I feel like it's broken this level here, so I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it because no, I'm gonna wait. Wait, let's see how this goes. Okay. want to go long from here with a really tight stop loss, but with a buy stop, right? So if it comes down into our red zone and then comes back up, then I'm in. So not if it touches on the first entry, right?
So say that again. Say that again. So if it comes down,
so
can you zoom in a bit
yeah,
so I can see?
I want to enter on a sell stop.
So you're currently on it's a bearish trade. So you will a sell limit, yeah? Sorry, a buy limit.
Buy
limit
buy
order.
Stop.
Yeah? Buy stop. Yeah, sorry.
Buy stop. Yeah.
Oh no, buy is that buy? There's a buy limit order. If it's going to come down and touch, it'll be a buy limit order.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay,
yeah,
let me play it first.
Just terminology. That's right. Okay, so yep, so you're in.
Okay, yeah, so I'm in now.
Yeah.
Oh, let me leave that there. That's at 277. Damn. Out. All the way out. Cool.
Okay, so come on, you can spin around now. I'm going to but before you do, I'm going to request access because we're going to do you first. Currently, you're going to need quite a big winner to on this GBP USD pair to take out, well, to at least make it a challenge. Right. So if you want to spin around.
Okay.
Yep. Just
who's going first?
Rez spinning around because see the.
Okay.
See, have I got access? I don't think I've. Oh yeah, here we go. It's come right now. Oh, you might need to Can you spin around again? Sorry, mate. I can't get to the tab, probably because Zoom's in the way. The GBP USD tab.
How do I move this? Okay. You good?
Nah, I can't see it on my end. GBP USD, the tab, that one there, yeah.
Let's click on it for you.
Click on that. I don't think it's clicked.
In.
Oh, there we go. I did it. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Okay, right. Okay, let's go. All right, you can spin back around.
Cool. My eyes take like seconds to adjust.
Okay, so I'll tell you what you need. Okay, so you're a minus 1.28, so you need like at least a 5-hour trade to give yourself a chance. So guys, while you're watching this, do please remember, and this was brought to my attention at the start of the show by Rare, that I do have a podcast as well. If you're only watching the YouTube videos and you want something to listen to when you're running or walking or driving or whatever, there's a podcast. It's called Trading Nut. Head over there, tradingnut.com. You'll find links to podcast players and apps and stuff you can download. And I also have the 52 Traders podcast, which was my first one that I did. So you can check that out as well. That's got about 150 odd episodes in it. But that's premium, so you need to buy those. You actually get a free one anyway if you join up. All right, guys, carry on.
Cool. So yeah, I'm looking at this area right down here for price to come back into. Let's see what it does.
Adam B, how do I get on the show? So this round is pretty much done with these. All the contestants have been selected. We've got semis coming up next, if you want to come on this in the future, I'm no doubt we'll do another one because it seems to be quite popular. Guys seem to love it. So we'll do another one. So if you want to come on, there's basically just send me a video of you doing a trade, tell me, walking me through the trade setup and tell me why you want to do the challenge. And then we'll see if we can partner you up with someone to compete against.
Okay, so I want to start looking for. Okay.
Oh, you're right. So how do I sign up to take the challenge? So just DM me on Instagram is the best way, and I'll send you a bunch of instructions. You just follow those and you should be good to go.
Gonna ride this one. So it looks like a nice setup. All right, I'm going to take this one straight in.
Okay.
5.67.
You're in. Let's see what happens.
Out.
And not your day, mate.
Nope.
So that was minus 2.28. Kevon, you really need, you can't lose basically. You can't even screw it up that badly because I won't let you because you can't move your stop loss. I think let's see your last trade anyway. Share your screen and we'll have a look and we'll do a last trade because I think it'll be quite interesting to see if you're close to beating the top score here. You're at 4.45. If you get a 3-hour trade, just more than a 3-hour trade, you will take out the top score ever on the TradingView Replay challenge across both challenges that I'm doing. So yeah, if you could share the screen, that'll be fantastic.
Okay. Where's it?
And Rhea, look, man, you did really well given the fact you didn't trade 3 of those pairs. Normally, it's a good effort.
Thanks.
Well done, Ra. Well done, Ra.
Appreciate it.
Now, I'm going to access remote control. Okay, I've got it. Spin it back around. That's it. Cool. Cheers, fella. And we're going to go to... we might go... we'll go here. Okay, there you go. All yours.
Okay. So what's the top score?
The top score, let me just double check, but I think it's 7.61. Let me just double check that on the site. Top score 7.61.
7.61. Okay.
Yep. So you need 3.4.45. Let me just, I'll do the maths and tell you. 3.16 to equal it.
3.16, okay. Okay, so just aware that Currently, we're at sort of weekly resistance, support. So don't really want to do any sort of selling trades unless it goes past this point. So let's just play ahead. Okay, so I'm gonna go with so that looks good. I'm just gonna wait for one more candle to perhaps close above this area. Okay, so we're gonna go long. I'm just gonna go from this low up to where price came, up to this high area. But sorry, I'm just gonna go back on the weekly. Oh, did that go back or? Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, because you've gone to the
I went back.
Because you went to the weekly.
Okay.
It skips forwards a few days.
That's okay. I can still enter from here. It's fine.
So yeah, what's that? 28.057, 128.057, I think.
Okay, so I'm just looking for a place to put my stop loss.
Hang on. Unfortunately, because the week's already showing you where it's going.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to find another entry. So you're
Find
gonna have to.
one?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Just otherwise, because it's still like you know where it's gonna go, right? And that's the downside of TradingView is they show you on. I think they don't do it on the monthly, but when you go up from 4 hour upwards, it paints the rest of the candle on the higher time frame, so you can sort of see, okay, well, yeah, you would have got it right, which like it's another one you would have got right.
That's all right. We'll look for another one.
So it's a case of trying to find the next entry, so you just got to mark it up and then have a look for the next one. Yeah, just bear that in mind. I wonder if there is a way to like take a screenshot of the higher time frame so that people can like see the higher time frame at the same time. Oh, actually, I think you can have
do split screen, huh?
Split screen, yeah, you can have split screen. Maybe I should.
Oh, but you can only use the replay mode on one screen.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. Maybe I should go back to TradingView and tell them, hey, look, this is a real pain for my show. Can you sort it out?
Let's go here, see what happens. Okay, so we got a nice sort of bullish pattern. bearish pattern. So if this gets broken, this structure, then we can look for movement to come to the downside because it's a W. So I'll be looking for something like this. And then it might accumulate around this area, go down here, and then downwards. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's found support around this zone. So we're gonna invalidate that trade and then keep on looking. Okay, this looks like a good setup here. So just gonna go there. Go to the daily, wait for the daily structure to be broken. So it will be this low here. And if we get close below this low, we expect it to come back, retest, and then move down into this area. So we go on the 4 hour. So again, it's found support right to the pit. So I'm not making this stuff up, guys. It's actually a reason. Okay, so that's invalidated again. It found support around that area, so I wouldn't enter the trade at that point. So we'll keep on looking. It's actually at a good area here, so go back to the daily. Sorry. I like that setup, but it wouldn't give me a good risk to reward ratio. So I'll just keep on going.
So those are just joining in. So Kevon is basically taking out the trader versus trader with currently 4.45 versus minus 2.28. Now what he's doing is he's going to see if he can try and beat well, he's just going to finish the score off, but he's also going to try and see if he can beat the top score on this TradingView challenge, which is 7.61. So he's got another 3.16 to go. So this is the last trade of today, and we're going to see if he can do that. So stay tuned if you're just tuning in. And there's a little bit of voting to come up as well, so guys, don't forget about that. So stick around for that. Almost finished. It's been a while. It's been an hour, almost been going for an hour and a half. So it's been a good session. Hope you learnt a lot. Let's see how we get on here. Where are you up to? Close?
Hope so. It's looking like a good setup. Okay, let's see if we can break this area. Okay, perfect. So you want to go short here. Just going to use the fixed range just to see where liquidity is. So I'm going to use it from this high down to this low. You can see the value areas around this area, so I'm just going to move my stop loss all the way up here. And then the take profit is going to be all the way down here. So that's 4.05.
4.05 if you get it. Okay.
Ready?
Yep, go for it. You're in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yep.
Market
Okay.
order.
Okay. It's not really going anywhere, is it?
No, sideways.
Gee, it's going to break somewhere. It's going to break one way or the other. At least that liquidity's holding. Fingers crossed it's a fake out.
See, I think it's going to find support with these moving average lines.
Yeah.
Am I out? Not yet.
Not yet. Expire probably. Strong bull, you're probably out.
It might be a good idea for the bar by bar challenge. Let's see what happens. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Okay,
there you go.
out.
Okay. All right, so you ended up with 3.45, which is still a great score. And I think it could be the final, it could be the actual score that, let me just jump back on my screen and show you. Okay, it could be 3. No, not quite. So 3.45. Not quite up there for the top of the first round, but definitely gets you a semi-final spot there against Jack, which we'll sort out in the next couple of weeks. Guys, thank you for coming on now. There's one more thing to do. Right. I need the guys to vote on the chat. So guys, this is for best explanation, not best trading, best explanation. They get a chance to win access to my Robot Builders Club. And let me just hide this thing so I can move there we go. Robot Traders Club, which you can find under here. There's currently a sale on. So guys, I might actually do a little thing. So let's quickly show it here. There is a promo on this at the moment. So if you are learning to build trading robots, one of these guys is going to get access to it. All you need to do is type into the chat Q for Kevon, R for rare, or 0 or 0 for or O for neither. Okay, so what do you got? Sometimes I've got this recorded, the chat recorded, because YouTube for some reason don't. It's going to be really hard to see the O's and Q's here, but they don't record the chat automatically. So I may need to go back and check it out. So it's either gonna. So it looks like it's probably gonna be you, Kevon, or neither. I'll let that run out and I'll work it out and I'll let you guys know afterwards. But final last words from both of you. Go, Kevon. Oh, Rhea, you go first.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Kevon. Learned a lot today. It was a good experience. And yeah, Cam, this is like a proper sick opportunity, man. Especially for someone like me that's like pretty new to the game. But yeah, man, this is a dope experience. So thank you for this.
Cool. And do you want people to find you on Instagram, or not bothered, or because I'll type it up?
I'm not bothered. You can find me on Rare Pips, RXRE Pips. And yeah, I pretty much share the good side of the trades. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
And Kevon, what about yourself?
If anyone wants to find me, it's Qvon official on Instagram. I think I posted it in the chat, but yeah, I'll be back for that top spot. That's it.
Okay, cool, brilliant. We'll see you back on the show anyway, and I'll link your Instagram up on the page anyway, so we'll get that up there, guys.
Hey, look, I'm definitely signing up for a course, bro, because you definitely need to teach me that strategy. So I'll be contacting you.
Right, cool. Look, guys, thank you both for coming on, and folks, I've got another TradingView Replay challenge tomorrow with Austin Semenik, who was a past guest of the show. He's going to be doing that himself. You'll also be doing the bar by bar challenge. And then now that I've got all my semi-final contestants, I can do the first semi-final, hook that up next week with you, Geraldo, and Jacob as well. If not, it'll be Kevon and Jack. Whatever time zone works, who knows? Somebody's going to have to stay up late. I hope it's not going to be me. So we'll work that out, and we'll see you guys on the next Trading Nut podcast. We've got a great show coming up this week. Fantastic trader from Florida, so you've got to check that out. Remember, there is a podcast as well, so we've got a video after the pod. We've got the podcast where, just got to see his office, man. You got to see his office. It's amazing. So, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks.
Cool. Let me just stop the